Can we start?
Yes.
Okay, Pushpa, you can welcome and then I'll take over.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, everybody. Welcome all of you to this orientation program of Learn on Call. It is very nice to see so many people joining this group. Every orientation session, we have many volunteers who want to come and join us to give for this noble cause. And we are very happy that you all want to join us and take this forward. So, Vaidhei, you can start your orientation without wasting much time. And
Thank you.
all of you, please note all the points that we always want to inform you.
Thank you, Pushpaji. Myself, Vaidhei, I welcome you all from Team Sampurna Siksha for this volunteer orientation for Project English on Call. Also, the format which we'll be following today is I will be explaining to you in detail all the points, and then we will have a question answer session in the end, wherein all your queries shall be answered by us. So, just without wasting time, let me start sharing my screen. Pushpa, is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay. Also, could you check the FB live? So this program is called as English on Call. Our core focus for this is to help people speak English with confidence. So this is the entire table of content for our today's session. We'll have an introduction, a guidelines, or more details on our curriculum and what is the process that needs to be followed for the proper execution of this program. So why this program for Learn on Call? Because we feel that a good speaker first is a good listener. And language is something which if you speak and if you listen, you get more fluent and you get more confident. So with this idea in mind, we started with this program and we have launched on 1st of August. And currently, 400 volunteers are mentoring and training and teaching 400 students, and it has been a wonderful experience for us and for our volunteers and teachers and students till now. We will so I welcome on board all the volunteers. Yes. So what are the goals we are trying to address through this program? So one is definitely, as I said, confidence building spoken English. People know to read, people know to write English, but when it comes to speaking, they fumble. They feel that they will not be confident when they are planning to talk to people. So this is why we thought that why could not we help and build a mass volunteering drive wherein each one could help and teach one. So we wanted to promote the spirit of volunteering, wherein we just want 1 hour a week from you, which I think it's not something which is not possible. It is very much practically possible, and we want to focus on the skill development of learners and mentors. When it comes to the learners, they might score very good in their grades, in their schools, in their colleges. But when it comes to expressing their talent or expressing their idea or cracking interviews in be it any colleges or schools, it becomes difficult. So this is what we plan to reach through this program. So our mission is simple: to help people speak English with more confidence and comfort. This is the only way wherein you will be learners and the students, if they are more confident, they will be happy that whatever they've learned, they could express themselves in front of others. And we wish to teach, educate, and help people all over India so that they could speak English with more confidence. So just the simple facts and figures for you to analyze that what is the current scenario. In India, 10 to 12% of the population they speak English. But the 90% of the rural India population do not speak English at all. They may know to read, they may know to write, but when it comes to speaking, that's not the case. And 8 out of 10 vernacular speaking students, they know English, but they cannot speak fluently. For example, people who study from government schools or private schools also in interior parts of India, they have English as a second language or as their first language. They know to read, they know to write, but they can't speak fluently. So to address this, we have this English on call. So who is a mentor or a teacher here? So anybody who knows good spoken English is a good mentor or teacher for me. Uh, Age is not a criteria. Professional education is not a criteria. I don't expect you to be an MA or BA or MPhil in English or literature or something like that. No, anybody who knows good spoken English. So we have volunteers from the age group of 10 till 85. So even a 10-year-old girl from Bangalore is volunteering with us to teach and help someone speak English with more confidence. And the student over here is anybody who knows basic English. So this is our first criteria, that they should know basic English, but they cannot converse properly or they cannot speak properly or they fumble. So they know basic vocabulary words, they know what is noun, pronoun, adjective, but they are not able to speak properly. So these category of people are our student. Here also there is no age limit. We have students from 9-year-old till 85-year-old also. So there is no age limit, there is no professional qualification or education requirement either to be a volunteer or to be a student. So how is the session going to be conducted? So this English on call is purely going to be an audio call session, 1 hour audio call for in a week, or you could break it up into 30 minutes to audio call depending whether you are comfortable in talking continuously 1 hour at a stretch on phone, or you can break it into two classes of 30 minutes each. So who is the one who is going to call? So the volunteer is the one who is going to initiate the phone call, because for the students, in both the case, the program is completely like a free and unpaid one. But the students, we don't want even them to spend on their calling expenses. It is a volunteer who is going to call the student. Coming to the location, so it is not something that the volunteer in Mumbai gets allotted with a student in Mumbai only. Since it is an audio call program, it's almost like a virtual volunteering. So anywhere, anytime, as per the convenience of the volunteer and the student, this program happens. Once the allocation is done, the timing could be fixed by the student and the volunteer, but they could call up anywhere and any time wherein they are. And this program is a one-on-one mentorship program. It is not something that you will be getting more than one student for you. So one teacher gets one student, and it is like a personal talk which the teacher and the student is having, so that if the improvisation and the confidence can be built up more effectively. Whatever questions you're having, you can write it down in the chat box. I will answer them as and when I feel it is required to answer. Also, people watching me on Facebook Live can write the questions in the comment box below. So what are the guidelines for the volunteers? So the most important thing, this program is very simple program. It's just that some guidelines we have laid to not have any complications later on. So we expect discipline and regularity from the end of volunteers. I know that the volunteers have started with their schools or colleges or work, or some may not be free, or they some have some health issues. That's perfectly okay, but I think 1 hour a week is definitely manageable, and it would be a great source of something new for you also. We also expect the volunteers to be empathetic, that is to try and understand the background of the student. Basically, it is not necessary you get the student from the same background. So what would happen is, if you try to understand the area from where he or the student is coming, what family setup he or she is coming, then you would be more comfortable. Even the student would be more comfortable in doing the session. Be a mentor and a guide and respects the child's pace of learning. Not every child is a very fast learner, or not everybody is a slow learner. Go as per the pace. Not necessarily, there might be chances that in the first class it might be very difficult for you to cope up with the curriculum or to complete the steps given for the 1 hour. It's absolutely okay. It's absolutely okay. You can take 2 or 3 classes and then decide what's happening, what to do, what not to do, and communicate the same with us. So it's not something which is called force or compulsion. the idea is for to help him or her to speak English. So there is no pressure from, there should not be pressure from the volunteer side. And as I said, the volunteer should initiate the call. It is a free program for the students. Also in the curriculum, it's a question and answer based session. So every question, for example, if you're asking, what are you planning to do today night? So even the volunteer also has to answer the question. So the methodology which we follow in this is, if I'm asking you, what is your favorite festival? The student might not answer. So you answer. My favorite festival is Diwali or Holi, whatever. So you now the student is has listened to your answer. Now he or she will say, okay, my favorite festival is Ganesh Chaturthi. So the students learns by listening also, the students learn by speaking also. So it has to be a two-way. It is not just that the volunteer is asking the question and the student is replying. It has to be a two-way process. So the volunteer asks, if the student replies okay, you also reply after him. If the student doesn't reply, you reply to the same question, and the student will hear your reply and try to speak that again and try to change his the answer a little bit, and try to impart some value based sessions. Obviously, in our curriculum, we have given a separate focus area on value education. But through your talk, the personality of the student will definitely develop. He'll be more confident, firstly, and he will learn so many things. Now, coming to the simple don'ts, which we try to remind our volunteers again and again that you did not do these classes on a video calling session. So this session is compulsorily on an audio calling session. Video call sessions on any platform, be it WhatsApp, Zoom, Botim, are not allowed at all. The program is very simple. We don't, and obviously in the rural areas, people, not many of them have access to smartphones or internet. They come to this program online only by a normal phone of their maybe mummy or dadi or dada. So no video calling platforms are allowed. If the student tells that can you call me on video class and all, you can simply refuse that. No, this program is on an audio call. Even if you want to help the student, teach him video call, get back to us. We will understand whether it is safe or not, and whether you should go it or not. But no, no is no for a video call. So no personal information. Obviously, little bit personal information you will have to share when you are also talking about to the student about their, what do you do. So all this, it is there. So what happens is, it is up to you to judge that how deep personal information you want to share it with the student. At any point of time you feel there is some problem or error, you can get back to us. Also, there are high chances that the student will ask you that can you help in other subject. For example, if I'm an engineer, or if I'm a doctor or something, and I am teaching a student, the student comes to know that I'm a doctor or I'm a specialized person in some field. So he'll say, Didi or Bhaiya, kya aap hame physics bhi padhaoge ya biology bhi padhaoge? I'm happy to know that the student is reaching out to you or finds a good friend and guide and mentor in you. And even I know that you would be more than happy to help the student. I agree, but we don't entertain such things on this platform. You can write to us. We can try to find out that how you could help. So in this case, teaching other subjects would require a video calling platform, and we have separate projects for them. Wherein, if you want to teach that student itself, we'll try to find which school he is studying, or from which NGO he is partnering with us. We can try to arrange a video calling session wherein not just one student, maybe more students can benefit from your call. So that is why I am stressing on the fact that don't do anything going out of your own way. Keep us in the loop, and we will try that. I know that you want to help them, and even they want you to teach them. We will try to make such model that both of them, it's a win-win situation for both of you. So even other subjects, or be it anything, like for example, if you're a dance teacher, I want to teach dance to them, I'm absolutely happy to have you with us. And then we will have maybe a dance session with them on a video calling platform, but everybody is informed, and even we are kept in loop. That is what I want to share with you. So even the parents, through they have registered the students with us through an NGO or into a school, they have been told only these classes will be going. So if there is something else going on, even the parents might doubt that what's happening with my student. So proper information is required there. So that is why we don't promote to do anything out of the way. We are happy that you want to help. You get in touch with us, write a mail to us. We will be more than happy to connect and do whatever Also, no forming of opinions. Don't be judgmental or critical. As I said, go easy, go with the flow. You will enjoy it. Don't try to be very stubborn or judgmental about the student, or from where he's coming or something like that. Also, no pressure. Don't force the students to speak. He will speak after one class, second class. Even if that is not happening, get back to us. Maybe the student doesn't know the basic English. That might be the case, or there is some fear which is stopping him or her to speak. Try to gain new ideas at how you could make the student comfortable. So 1 or 2 classes it would take, and then it would be a very good thing for you. Then do not offer any monetary help. So this is a very important point that I want to tell you is, uh, there might be students who need some money for their books, for their stationery, or maybe even for they want to help their mother is not well, there is some problem in the family, whatever. I know that you want to help them, but don't do it directly. We don't want your precious hard-earned money to go, to go in a wrong direction. You can get in touch with us that, I wish to sponsor this child's education, or you want to give him a smartphone, or whatever you want to help, whether it is a monetary help or a non-monetary help. Get back to us, keep us informed in the loop. We will try to check from the NGO or the school partner whether this child really needs that money, or he's just asking out of your emotional help or something. Whether and then we can assure you that your money goes in the right place. So do not offer any monetary help to the student without informing us, or so we are no way responsible if the money is used in a proper way or not. uh, we'll be more than happy to route through us, and then we assure you that it will go in the right place. Okay. So now coming to the curriculum, many of you have received your emails with the student allocation and with the curriculum details. You are following them. So just for the newcomers, I would just have a glance through. So we have a standard curriculum with us, and what this curriculum says is every week we will be talking on a theme. So what will you talk for 1 hour? You can't just keep on talking anything. So we have made a theme for every class, that every class will be based on these themes. We also have activities like games, role plays, vocabulary games, word games, so that the lecture or the class is more fun. Short storytelling, which will have some value-based education, new vocabulary words and grammar concepts, and some small homework assignments to keep the student connected to you, and he's constantly learning. So these are the themes we have designed. So the week one, month one theme is an introduction theme. We have daily activities, food, family. The week five is the revision. So if the month is having a fifth week, then we either you can complete any of the themes which you think you need to talk on more, or you can have theme of your choice, or you can combine all the themes and talk. So all the fifth weeks are an open session for all of you. And then we have festival, travel and transport, movies, hobbies, things, general knowledge, India, and dreams. So very generic topics. That is why, since I said I don't want you to be a professional to talk on some topic, these are very generic topics on which you can talk. And let me go through the curriculum also. Yeah, is the screen visible, Pushpa?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
this
yeah.
is the curriculum. Session one, 60 minutes preparation time. Type is phone. Activity type is talking on phone. Yeah. So what? So all the curriculum is very simple. I will just explain you. Yeah, this is our standard guideline of a curriculum, wherein the first 5 minutes we greet each other. We have simple greeting dialogues to be followed, and then we have a 30-minute theme talk, like on the themes which we have discussed. There is a 30-minute theme talk on which we talk on a particular topic and we discuss. And then we have a 10-minute describe a day session or any other activity or something, wherein both the student and teacher describe any day in the past week. So the idea at this point is that he or she speaks continuously, whether the activity is the same, the content is the same. Every day you will get up, you will have your bath, you will study, you will attend your online classes, but you have to speak, so that is where he or she gains confidence. Then we have activities like games, role plays, and stories, and vocabulary and grammar. So this is what a standard 60-minute class looks like. We have given, so this is just the rough breakups for you to follow so that it could be a fun learning experience and class. Also, there is a possibility that you don't want to talk on phone for 1 hour. So you want to break the class into 30 minutes, two sessions. So my suggestion would be either you do a theme talk on one day and on the next 30-minute class, you do the activities. So you could break a 30-minute session could either be just dividing the sessions exactly by half, like so 2 minutes you talk on the theme for 15 minutes, or you break the session exactly into half, wherein one day you do the theme talk and next day. So you can do as per your convenience, whatever feels works the best between you and your student. Now let me show you the curriculum for the day one. So again, here this is a synopsis for the curriculum. So every session, there are 15 sessions. So 15 sessions has a curriculum like this, everything written for you. You just have to read and follow. So 5 minutes before the class also, if you could read. Also people, my suggestion would be you could just use your headphone and use this on your WhatsApp or on your mobile Gmail or access through this, and then scroll through it and talk. So talking is also easy and comfortable. This could be done, or you could take printouts of this, or you could note it down in your notebook or diary and take session. So, like I said, we have given points. Like the first point, 1, 2, 3, 4 are the greeting points. So you have say hi to the student using his or her name, introduce yourself. Then we have theme talk. So your points 5, 6, and 7. So for the theme talk, in every session we give you 10, 12 questions. So for example, what is your name and how do you spell that? So if the student is answering, okay. If not, that's not the case, you answer. You answer. My name is Pooja, and I spell it as Pooja, Pooja. So now the student has listened to you. He or she will also answer like that. Where are you from? If the answer is coming, okay. If the answer is coming in a wrong grammatical sentence, correct. That dear, it's not like this. It is I am from Rajasthan, or I am from Jaipur in Rajasthan. If he or she is speaking, giving you incorrect answers, listen and then try to correct. So this is how the theme talk goes. You have question and answer, and the discussion goes on. So it's not compulsory for you to complete all the questions. You can select some questions depending on the level of you and your student. You can answer all. You can leave something. So it's all up to you. It is just that we want to help you with the maximum possible way. It is up to you that how do you want to follow it. Then we have the describe an activity. Then we share a small story with you. So I have received feedback from many students that very small students are not able to understand the story, or you are trying to translate each and every word and lines in the story. So if your student is a little basic, or a slow, not a slow learner, but a little small to understand all this, you can definitely skip the story or make the story more short. Like if, like for example, I don't want you to skip the lesson. You can skip the story but not the lesson. So like if the moral is time and tide, wait for none. So maybe you could just explain in English 2, 3, 4 lines the importance of time or something. Or you could read the story and try to tell him or her in his or her vernacular language. So either Hindi or Marathi or Tamil or Telugu. So that also is possible. And then you tell the moral in English. That is also okay because it's a first class. You cannot be very distant. So you can tweak the curriculum as per the level of your student. There is no problem at all. Then we have the words of the week and grammar. So simple concepts we try to explain. Obviously, on audio call, you cannot explain all the grammar rules and all, but we just try to tell that what is noun, it's a name, place, animal, thing, name of a person or place on an animal or thing. So just that is also okay. And then some small closing homeworks or some dialogues. So every session will have a PDF or 1 or 2 page, and the theme talk questions and the guidelines will be given to you. So this session would be mailed to you when you are being sent the student allocation. They are available on our website. So on the website, if you go in the downloads section, so our website is learnoncall.in. So you just need to go Google and type learnoncall.in. So this is our website. So if you just click this download button on the upper hand or on this button, so both the ways, we have the download section. So week 1 to 5, week 6 to 10, week 11 to 15. You can just click. It opens the Google Drive link. You can download it. You can print it. You can save it in your phone. Everything could be done. So 1 to 5 session are all combined and shared with you. Okay. So this is the story. This is the session 4 on family. So these are the questions. So here we don't have a moral story. We have an activity of family tree. Then we have a relation game. So every session has a different outline, and these are the revision sessions. So revision session, either I give you some very generic topics on which you can discuss. It could be anything, or you and the student can decide what you want to teach on the revision topic so that you can prepare. So, for example, he wants to know more about coronavirus, or he wants to know more about maybe hotel industry, or he wants to know more about the 7 monuments or the best 5 places in India or the big 5 monuments in India. So you could do some research and talk to him or her in the next session. So revision is all an open session. So this is what then from here you could easily download. Okay. So what it is the phone call method? More simple. It is you decide the theme, you note down the questions what you want to ask, you plan the activities, so everything is there in the curriculum. And the most important thing is the volunteer also participates. So even if it's a you're playing a game of name place animal thing, and if you come up with the letter N, the student replies, the volunteer also replies that name from N is this, place is this, animal is this, and thing is this. We want equal contribution and participation from the volunteer also, and every question the volunteer also answers. Okay, so now let me explain you what is the process. So simple, learn while you teach and teach while you learn. So you're teaching also, you're learning also, and I know even it's going to be a great learning experience for the volunteers also. So this is a simple step for a volunteer. The first step is the volunteer registration, which is a Google form. Also, if you want your friends, relatives, grandfathers, grandmothers, if they know good English, they want to volunteer, they directly come and fill the volunteer form on our website here. Volunteer now. So if they fill the form, we have a simple Google form which you all have registered. You can also share it with the people who wants to join. Then we have a volunteer orientation which we are attending right now. So it could be online, like every month, fourth Saturday we have. Also, you could watch the recorded session live on our website. So again, I will show you the website features all together in the end maybe. Then we have student allotment. So once you've registered, so the student allotment takes a little time because in the volunteer form, I have asked you what is your preferred second language. So somebody has written Marathi, somebody has written Oriya, somebody has written Bengali. So what happens is I try to match you with such speaking students, like such students who can understand and speak the second language. So that is why the student allocation may take some time. And also, I try to allocate male volunteers to male student and female volunteers to female student. But considering the huge amount of male students we are receiving and less amount of male volunteers we are having on board, I have also allocated male students to um, female volunteers who are about 25 to 30 years of age to avoid any issues. So that is why if the young girls volunteering with me between the age of 12 to 18, 21 may not have received the allocation still now, because I am still on the way of getting students, because I want to filter the students, and seeing your timings, students timing, everything needs to be matched. So that is why it takes some time. And also once so the allocation would be given to you through email and through SMS. You will receive an SMS from our end. And through email, you will also receive the curriculum, your personalized volunteer batch, everything. So that is the process. English on call, then you start. So as soon as you receive your details, you are ready to start your class. So what we prefer is, as soon as you receive the SMS, call the student. Inform him that I am him or her, that I am your student. जो मैं आपको and many a times when you call, it is the parents' number that they have registered. So you have to tell them that क्या मैं इनसे बात कर सकती हूँ, या आपका जो भी है उसने इंग्लिश सीखने के लिए रजिस्टर किया है. Uh, um, so when the student comes, tell them that hi, I am your teacher, and हम class कब से start कर सकते हैं, or from when can we start the classes, what is the time you feel, and then you call on that preferred date and time. Also in the between, if you're not able to do it, or if the student is not picking up the phone, try on the next day or something like that. Initially 1 or 2 classes it would be a little difficult for you and for the student, but then it will be a normal smooth process. And after every 5 class you have to review and give us your attendance, and how did you take the class and what was your feedback. And after 15 classes you give us the final feedback, and then you apply for your certificate of volunteering for this great course. Okay, so I'll explain all this procedure in detail. So volunteer orientation, as I said, every month, fourth Saturday, we have 4 to 5 p.m. We will go on Zoom and on Facebook Live, and recorded session link will also be available on our website. So this is, if you go on English on Call, program details. On English on Call, if you click, yeah, sorry, on the volunteer option, everything is there. So this is the form, this is your session. So I will be uploading today's recording over here. So you can watch the recording here also, or you can go on the Facebook page and watch the live recording. The link has been shared in the WhatsApp group also. So you can also go on the Facebook live page of Learn on Call and see the recording session. So the orientation remains the same. You don't need to attend every time. It is just for all the newcomers, and those who have any issues or something, they can join. And also we have prepared a volunteer manual. So this is a detailed step, and this will be shared to you on mail also, and you can download. So here you go to the download section, and volunteer manual. Okay. So this is what it looks like. So all the steps which the volunteer needs to follow are available here. So the first is register as volunteers. We've already done. So if you click, so underlined ones are the links also. So if you click, it automatically goes to that link. Attend the orientation. So here you have an orientation every month. If you click to this link, it will go through the curriculum. So you can download. So if you click here, it will go to the download section. So this file is also mailed to you, or you can download from our website. So then student allotment, volunteers will receive the details of the students through SMS and mail, along with the personalized volunteer badges. So we will be sharing it with you batches with your personal name. I will just share you one sample maybe. Yeah. So this is the batch for Adi Agarwal. So this is the batch which every volunteer receives from our end on your email. So this is something which we are proud to have you, and I know even you are proud. So this you can share it on your WhatsApp status, Facebook, LinkedIn, tag us, invite more friends to join. So this is a small token of appreciation, and to honor you for being a part of this initiative. So this is the batch that every student will be taking. So begin the classes. As soon as you receive your students' details, conduct an introductory call to fix a convenient day or time, and then start your classes. And after that, follow the curriculum, be consistent, review and monitoring. So for review and monitoring, we have submit your students' progress after every 5. So we have a progress card format which we have made to you. So I'll explain you over here. So volunteer manual is a simple manual which gives you entire details of what you need to do till the end. And after you're done the feedback after your 15 classes, you have to apply for your certificate. So this is the standard steps for all of you. So this is the PDF which needs to be with you for any time. If you want any links for feedback, for reviews, or for certification, this is the link which is going to help you. So this is about volunteer manual. Our progress report. So this is the format. If I click over your progress report, yes, it automatically gives you that link. So this is the progress report format which we have prepared for you. You can take a printout of this, or you can save paper. You can just write this in your book. So volunteer name, student name. So EOC roll number is an EOC code, English on call code, which is mapped between volunteer and the student. So for example, if Pooja is a teacher and her student is Nisha. So both have the EOC code, EOC 01 or EOC 183, whatever it is. So you write the EOC code here. So every month you give grading out of 1 to 10 to your student. So so batch 1 is basically class 1 to 5, batch 2 is class 6 to 10, and batch 3 is class 11 to 15. Why I'm not telling month is because there are some volunteers who, if you have free time, you can take 2 classes a week also. And if the student is free and you are really liking this, you can take 2 classes a week if time is permitting you. But there is no compulsion from our end. It is all up to you and your convenience. So the first batch of 5 classes you can prepare like this, that and you have to score your student on 3 parameters: the enthusiasm level, the fluency level, and the confidence level. How enthusiastic is the student, how fluent is the student, and how confident is he when he or she is speaking. So in the first class, maybe all these parameters would be 3, 2, 0, 5, 8, whatever. You could note it down so that you know that what change you brought in the student. So 1 being very poor and 10 being excellent. So you can note these parameters and keep it with you, and you can just note what are the areas you need to work on. So maybe you can focus more on that. In maybe, so in 1 to 5, you know that the student is enthusiastic, he's fluent, but he's not confident. So how you will work on? So maybe you will tell him or her that kindly speak in front of mirror every day for 5 minutes, and then let me know how are you feeling, or speak the same content and try to have more pitches in your voice. So everything you can note down the points and maybe try to tell to the student in the next class. So this is the progress card format. This also will be mailed to you in the student allocation. Also, you could download from our website. So it's a monthly format and monthly feedback needs to be done on our website. So if you see in the download section also, we have an attendance and review form after every 5 sessions so that you don't miss giving your reviews. So as a volunteer, okay, then I'll explain this. So curriculum, I've explained you, it's a standard curriculum. If it is difficult, try to change as per the student. And also we are coming up with a basic curriculum. So I have received 10 or 5 or 6 volunteers who have said that the student doesn't know basic English and they intend to teach more vocabulary to the student first before going on to these classes. And I give them an option that I give you another student, but they say no, the student is really enthusiastic, I want to teach him basic English first. So we are on the process of making a basic curriculum. So within 5 or 6 days, the basic curriculum also will be uploaded here. So that would be just one file which has all the basic vocabulary words or something, and then you can accordingly some contents from there also and teach. But that's completely optional, completely optional. If you think your student is not a good student for this program, you can let us know. We will allocate another student to you. So this is the progress card I already explained you. So coming to the monthly feedback. So after every 5 classes, like batch 1 is complete, so we have 3 batches: 1 to 5, 6 to 10, and 11 to 15. So after every 5 classes, go to the volunteer section of our website, feedback and attendance. And also for your more simplicity, I have had 3 columns: volunteer, download, and feedback. So in the feedback, if you just click this, it automatically opens a Google form. So this is your monthly activity, not daily after your call. So we expect you to, we want you to fill this form, your name, mobile number, email, what is your EOC code, basically your roll number, your student name, how many sessions you completed today. So if it is batch week 1 to 5, you click this 5. Or if you are, you're doing it later and you've completed this also, so you can click this. What is your experience so far? What was your opinion about the curriculum? Simple. And whatever average parameters you have prepared in that, you have to write here. So enthusiasm 1 to 10. So in this progress report, you could, after the 5 sessions, you can create an average column that in this month enthusiasm on an average was 8 or 9 or 5. So that you can write it over here. You can grade it over here. Fluency and confidence. Same parameters I've added here. What is your opinion about the program? And then some more questions and suggestions. So this activity you have to do every month or after every completed 5 sessions. Okay. So this is about our monthly feedback. The steps are given in the volunteer manual. Don't worry that you need to note all that. The volunteer manual, I will again share it in the WhatsApp group today. So how do we volunteer, do review and monitoring of the volunteers? So monthly you will get a call. Some of them have already got, I see. So every month a call will be scheduled from our team. Our team will call you to know whether, so we have received answers like the student is not picking up the phone, the student's phone is switched off, or you are having a problem in communicating with the student. So all these things you could tell on that call, and then we will get back. On also, once your call is done and once you filled your feedback form after 5 classes, we review the same from the student also. We cross verify it, we take the feedback about you from the student, and also your self experience and learnings also will give you a great insight about how you are going. Then coming to the volunteer certificate, which we are very happy to and proud to give you. So after you complete 15 classes, basically, so average it should take 3 months. It could be completed in 1.5 months also if you're taking 2 classes in a week, or 3 classes in a week also. It is all up to you. So we are very flexible with it. How do you want to go it? It's just that it should not take take loads on your personal work or in your professional commitment or something. We want this to be a simple volunteering opportunity. It is up to you, and it is up to the student how you want to take it. So on the volunteer section of our website, there's a section apply for certificate. So once you're done with your 15 classes, go and fill this form. So this is the complete, so basically you have to fill the review and feedback form only twice, and after the 15th class directly go and apply for the certificate. You write your details and everything, and we verify that with the student, and then we so apply, and the e-certificate shall be sent to you on your email ID after the verification from the student. So we just do this just to check and validate your efforts, and after receiving the verification from the student, we will issue a certificate to you. So why should you start now? Because it's easy. There is no professional qualification required. There is no educational qualification required for you to be a volunteer. Obviously, you should know good basic spoken English. Simple, as I said, there is no video call, no computer, no technology. So even for the senior citizens, it's a very good opportunity to teach or to learn, and it's for all age group. We are open for everyone, and it's a great flexible impactful volunteering opportunity that you can actually measure the impact you're trying to create through this simple 15 hours that you are giving it to us. Also, we have a lot of partners, collaborations, like you could help us if you know anybody. You could help us in reaching out through NGO partners who could help us raise volunteers or students. You could, if you are involved with a school, or if you're a school teacher, or if you know somebody, or if you know a school which has such really eager students who want to learn, you can connect us with some schools. We will validate the schools details, and we will try to onboard their students on us. Also, there are communities like Rotaract Club, Lions Club, even your housing societies, wherein we can have mass engagements with volunteers or with students. So we are open for all the opportunities. Also, in special cases, like we have got 2 3 shelter homes, orphanages, they don't have, like, every child doesn't have a phone to talk on. So we are planning to have some sessions for them in a separate media. So we are working on it. So even them we can cater to, because they don't have the privilege to go to classes or extra classes or public speaking confidence building classes. We want to reach out to these kids also. They're just attending some schools, but they don't have any other arena for personality development. So we have tied up with many orphanages and shelter homes, and we are starting a pilot with them also. So you could connect with us, them also. And I would just share our website. So if you just, so we are happy to be collaborated with Rotaract Club of Jain College, Rotaract Club of KC College. So these are our partners as of now. Pehchan Life Foundation, who are working extensively in Munger, Bihar, Lucknow, UP. Pragati Foundation, Kashika School in Uttarakashi, and Amar Jyoti School in Rishikesh. So these have been, we have already got students from them on board. So we are looking out for more partners so that we can bring you more students who are eager to learn. So the best thing about education is that no one can take it from you. And minded, this is my personal belief that this is the best gift you can give. No amount of money can be compared with this. And nobody can take it from you, and this is the best gift even you can give it to someone. So I'm happy that many of you have joined with today, and you will inspire more and more people to get involved in this. Let me take few minutes to introduce to you our mentor, Venkat sir, Venkat Krishna Murthy. He's called the Pencil Man of UAE, and he holds Guinness World Book of Records for largest collection of stationery in 24 hours. Iconic NRI in Dubai, and we are very happy to be guided and blessed by his blessings. We will have him speak today for a few minutes after I complete my complete orientation. And this is our core team. Like, if you could see these three ones behind these kids. So myself, Vaidhei Pagaria. So basically, I'm a chartered accountant, and we together, Lata and Pushpa, have, co-founded Sampurna Siksha, wherein we try to give holistic education for all. And Lata Srinivasan and Pushpa Subramaniam are our twin sisters who are educators for a cause, and our small team who is working wholeheartedly in the back end, be it social media, making the batches, emailing, and everything. So I would like to thank everyone, Anushika, Sheetal, Harsha, Sejal, Radhika, Lalita. And these are all our kids from Kashika Community Center in Rishikesh who are eagerly waiting for all your calls. And also, let me just take you through this website before I open up the session for Q&A. So this website is accessible completely on mobile also. There is no issues on it. So English on call, if you see the program details, this is our PPT, the orientation PPT. You can view it here also. FAQs if you have. So I've written all the FAQs, frequently asked questions, for you. These are our testimonials, and also if you could like to share your video story, you could connect with us or Girisha especially. So you could share your videos on WhatsApp and clips, and we would be happy to showcase it on our website. So these are our stories from our volunteers and stories from our students. So if you see the volunteer button, it has three options: volunteer, feedback, and apply for a certificate. The feedback needs to be used after every 5 sessions, apply for a certificate after completing the 15 sessions. And student, so if you know any student who wants to learn, you could also do their registration by just going here. So you might have maids, drivers, watchmen, or PAs to, and you want to help their students to learn English. So if you go on the student option, register student, you could also fill the form for the student, and we will automatically get, or you could connect. We would be helping them to register. And then this is the important download section. So the download sections has week 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15. I have also attached so that you don't forget. Before you go and download the 6 to 10, you can review here the student progress card format and the volunteer manual. So this is what you all needed. And that's it. Let me. Okay. So I would just, do we have Venkat sir with us? Yes. Venkat, I'm unmuting you. Yes, Venkat. So we'll have words of wisdom from our mentor, Venkat sir, on this auspicious day of Ganesh Chaturthi. Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you all for being a volunteer. And in the first place, I should thank the team of Sampurna Siksha who have dedicated as good as their life for the community. And they're really working hard on various projects. And one of our flagship project, which has in a short time has picked up, is Learn on Call. And we have got volunteers from all over the world, and who are ready to come back to the heritage to take care of educating the children in rural India and other places. I feel like all of you are making a difference in whatever needs to be done. Like when I spoke about this project to over here to the Dubai Chamber of Commerce, they got a CSR wing, and they said that they are willing to support this idea because it is a very unique concept where you are able to give back to the society at the shortest piece of time and make a difference. and English is more of a spoken language and the commercial language. And I feel anybody who learns that will definitely make their own life a better this thing. We have got volunteers from villages also. Like the best part is that in Shikshayat, there is a village school which we are all involved, and wherein the senior students are teaching the junior students, and 30 students are being taught by them internally. And with the same concept of learn and all, they are working on the same concept. The concept can be given to anybody, and as many people to take it forward, and as many students to. Actually, I will say that actually by year this year it should have at least 1,000 to 2,000 children educated through Learn on Call, at least basic spoken in English. So, 1,000 to 2,000 volunteers have to come forward, which we are working towards that. A small testimonial which I will my wife was discussing with her sisters, and the one of her sisters in US, she's in sales, and she said that they have to give some voluntary time to the certain cause. So she took up the cause, and she had a talk over here, and told her senior about that. Said that actually is building bridges over ocean. Actually, which is that it is a very good compliment. And from them, somebody has joined. One more volunteer is that like we have to educate masses in our own way, and there is one medium which I feel it is there. And if you all have got any ideas, definitely you can tell the team, and definitely we would like to consider and explore our thought process in through all the volunteers. Yeah, it should be our idea which is there, without mine or you or anybody. As a team we have to all make a difference. Thank you so much for joining hand,
Thank
and
you.
definitely we will make a difference on this Ganesh Chaturthi. I wish you all, and Ganpati Bappa Moria, and bye for now. And I am basically from I am a Mumbai person, and I've been born and brought up in Mumbai. Now for the last 30 years I'm in Dubai, but I am too attached to India. I work more in India on various forums. In each city, in each state, at least I have got somebody whom I support. And with all connections we have to definitely do much better. Thank you all.
Yes. Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
so
Thank
much.
you. Okay, now I'll just answer some questions, and then we again open up for sessions wherein I'll invite somebody to speak their experiences. So Shivani has asked, "Ma'am, I've joined yesterday and not got any confirmation mail. So, dear all the volunteers, once you join, you don't get a confirmation mail. You directly get an allotment mail with the allotment of the student, with your personalized badge, with the curriculum, with the volunteers manual. So one combined mail will be sent only after a student is allocated to you. So this might take 5 to 6 days. So kindly hold on, because we are in the process of getting bulk registrations from schools and NGOs we have partnered with. So at a stretch, we get around 50 to 100 students, and then we allocate. So depending. There might be some language issues also with my I'm facing. So kindly hold on, and if you still not got any allocation, maybe after 10 or 15 days also, you can write a mail or just get back on the WhatsApp to any of the admins in the group. Abdul has asked, can I double work on this process like a mentor or student? So first thing I want to ask is, why do you want to learn if you already know good English? Correct. So you can't be a student and a mentor. If you know good English but still lack the confidence that whether I'll be able to teach or not, I would prefer that you be a student first and then go and apply as a volunteer or a mentor. So finish 115 sessions with any of our teachers and then go and apply as a volunteer. Then you can also mentor and train more students. How will you connect us to the student? So Jennifer, you will be getting an SMS and an email. So SMS will just have the name and the mobile number of the student. Email will have with your personalized batch and everything. So you can directly connect with the student. I have already done 2 week session with my student. What about the assessment? So you can just note it in your rough book or diary. And after 5 classes, you need to go and upload your attendance and feedback session, feedback review with us. Okay. Should phone calls be recorded? You can, it is up to you, but it is not a compulsion from your end. If you wish to listen the recording again and try to find out what common mistake student is doing, you want to improvise more, or you want to maybe see your how you are taking the classes, you could record the calls, but it is not a compulsion for your from our end. We don't need the recordings of the student call between you and your student. Whom should we call to give review details? Any specific number from your team? Yes, Deeksha, can you just put your number in the chat box? So you could also write to any of the admins, or it is Girisha, and in the feedback form, Girisha's number is mentioned. So you could she handles our social media. So directly videos could be sent to her, and we will just edit your with your name and everything, and we will upload it. Okay. Okay. Sunil ji has asked a question. Student feedback form talks about an intern as a project manager. So yes, we are open for internship wherein we are inviting people to act as a project manager. The minimum commitment here is maybe 1 hour a day, wherein you worked as a volunteer coordinator or a volunteer and a student manager. So wherein the project manager works as an intern with our team, and he or she is given the work of calling the volunteers, asking whether you have started the classes, are you facing any problem, is the student good for you, how is the student's response, and then we verify this response from the students. So it's basically a volunteer management work. So if anybody of you wants to do that also, so this is a proper internship, an unpaid one, but given by a letter of recommendation and a certificate of appreciation that you have interned with us on this proper project, and this was the work you have done with us. Riddhi has asked, after completing the 15 sessions, can we take another student? Yes, definitely. We'd be more than happy. So you can go and register once again. So once you've registered, you have completed your 15 sessions, go to the website and fill the volunteer form once again. And then again, the same process goes. You will be allocated another student. Can I contact on WhatsApp regarding some issues? Yes, you can contact me. I will write my number. So it's Vaidhei. So I'm the admin of the group, and I'm the one who keeps on posting so many messages. So you can just directly take my number from there, and you can just leave your query. Whenever you're leaving a query, it would be good that if you write your name and your EOC code, so that it is easier for me in the backend to check what is the student allocated to you, what is the process, whether mails have been sent to you or not. So, okay, so just write your full name with what you've registered, and if the student is allocated, do write the EOC code, because they are very common names like Riddhi, Pooja Shah. There are many volunteers like that, so it creates problem then. Any more questions? Yes. So review. So if you want to apply for a project manager, you could just fill the internship form with us. Girisha will share the link in the chat box, and I will also put it in the WhatsApp group. So you can work as an intern with us also. Help from your end also, because you are already involved in this project. It will be, and we can start it from the next day itself. Just a small interview would be taken, and then you are ready to start. So I would request, share your batches which you have received on social media. Try to inspire more, and try to gain more people from your end. Is there anybody who is taking some classes and wants to speak? I will unmute you. You could just raise your hands. What was your experience? What did you feel? If you have, you could raise your hands. I would unmute you. Yes, we have Adi who is just connecting. Can you hear me?
Yes, but it is breaking a bit.
Yeah. Raise your hand. Yes. Hi. You can speak. Can you just wait? I'll unmute.
Unmute him, Vaidhei.
Yes, Adi.
He's still mute.
Wait, I'll just unmute you.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, go ahead. Tell your experience.
What?
You share your experience with your first class with Piyush.
Oh, so it was basically I was very nervous before the class, and I was like, how am I able to do this? Like, I'm just 13, and I have no experience on teaching, and like doing the class, I was like feeling happy that yes, I'm able to help someone, and after the class, I was like very happy that yes, I can do it, and it was a basically learning experience for me. I just loved it.
Thank you. Else would like to speak?
Um, no.
Sunil ji, have you taken certificate classes?
What? No, your voice is glitching for me.
Yeah. Yes, Sunil ji. One second.
I had a good experience. In fact, the way you have designed the program, 5 weeks curriculum, that is really professional, I would say. It was really professional. Means it really gives a goal, like, an outline for us to
Yes,
follow.
we never wanted our volunteers to think what to talk for 1 hour, and it could go in a negative way, or it could be something which the volunteer is not interested. Like, I may like TV, but my volunteer doesn't like. So I thought, let it make it very simple so that the volunteer just picks up the phone, sees my curriculum, and he's just speaking and the class is done. So this was the
Then there was
aim.
inbuilt flexibility within
Yes.
the curriculum is also appreciable. And then this feedback form, I really liked it.
Okay.
And I have mentioned also in my comments, I don't know whether you've seen it, the rating for the five classes. I've completed 5+1. I have tried to make it more objective as possible. Because rating is, of course, subjective sort of a thing.
Yes, yes. Rating
But,
is just for us
yeah,
to assess the standard impact which we're
yeah,
trying to create. But we have
yeah,
left a comment section for you so that we can
yeah.
listen more
I have
stories from
mentioned
your end.
something. I have mentioned something in the comment section, and I've
Okay.
tried to see that I don't give a 50% rating because that is not a good method of rating. It should be either less than 50 or more than 50. So that is
Okay.
what I have been careful about. And then
Okay.
maybe by the next 10 more or 8 more or next sessions, 2 5 sessions each, I will be able to come up with a better, clearer picture for the students' evaluation. My student has been good, I would say. I would say
Okay.
this person, Maheshwari, his name is Maheshwari.
Yes. Keshav, I
He
think.
has been, yeah, yeah. I have found him good. Of
Good.
course, in
Thank
between, any person would be missing the classes, missing in the sense postponing it. So
you.
that was
Yeah,
there,
because
like
it's the
it's all right.
festival season and
But
everything. So yeah.
yeah, yeah. But he was good, like showing the
Thank you.
interest.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good thing, I think. Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else who would like to speak? Like to share a testimonial by a student? You just hear him. So he is Vishnu.
Hi,
Pushpa, is it coming?
Yeah.
my name is Vishnu Maurya. I've attended sessions on Learn and Call. They were very nice. I got to learn a lot, new word meanings, and I've also learned how to express ourselves in front of others in English. I've also learned, I have increased my confidence of speaking on telephones. Hi, my
So this is a short clip from Vishnu Maurya, a student in Pragativille School, Delhi. So he's been mentored and trained by volunteer Rashmi, and he's just finished his two classes. And in these two classes, this is his reviews and feedback. So he's very happy, and he's looking forward for some more sessions. So this is the kind of impact we are trying to tell that you can generate through this amazing simple program. Also many students, since I knew the student personally, I called him that if you could share me some insights on how was the two classes. So we are going to call all our students during the duration of 1 to 5 classes they are doing, and then that would be helpful for us in improving the way we would want in our future curriculum or something. Two things I would like to share that. Thank you for being in this journey. Proud moment for us that we have such huge support from all of you. And any queries, one suggestion I would give is write to the same mail which you're receiving. So you've received an email for the student allocation. You have any problem, write to the same thread of mail. You've not received the badge, write to the same mail. You've received the badge, but maybe the spelling is wrong. You can write to the same email. So it is, we will, this is the loop from where the messages are coming, and we would help to solve your queries, and we're looking out for more interns from your end. Thank you. Any more doubts? I am open uh, to speak. I will unmute them. You can just raise your hands or type in the chat box. So I don't wish the same as a volunteer. I think he's a great blessing to us. Sunil ji, Om Prakash ji, all our senior citizen, not senior citizen, young citizens volunteers, I could call them. Om Prakash ji, can you just give us a blessings on Chaturthi? Yes.
Hello, I'm
Hello,
so
sir.
happy to be part of this group, and I'll thank all of you. I'm enjoying the sessions, and you are doing a great work. I congratulate you.
And we are happy to see you every time in all our sessions. That is a great blessing and great comment from your end. I always see you enthusiastic, ready to listen. You know that the content is going to be the same. You've already attended the orientation, but still to see your face brings a big smile on your face.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Thank you.
So, or Lata, yes, we have our Lata. Can you just come online? You could speak a few words, and then we officially end it with a vote of thanks from your end. I'll just.
Unmute her, Vaidhei.
Mhm.
Happy Ganesh Chaturthi to all our viewers. And after all this lovely orientation and very, can you hear?
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. After all this very descriptive and very detailed orientation of Vaidhehi, I'm sure that you all would have got a outline of how you should go about this session of English, teaching English on call, and how all your queries will be solved. And we are also hoping that you will get many more volunteers for us, many more students for us also, because we want to make a difference. Volunteers can be again and again, the same volunteers can be rolled, but students, we want many, many more, so that we can make a difference totally to the entire, not only to in the north or south of India, but throughout India. We want to ensure that we reach every nook and corner of India. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Vaidhi.
Thank you. Okay, I officially end this meeting. You can get in touch with us on WhatsApp if you have any problems. And Ashaji, you have mentioned on the Facebook. I'll get back to you personally.